All right. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. What a day. What an awesome day, man. Man, an awesome day. Dr. Hall had an awesome lesson today, man. Man, it was awesome. We needed that. In this time of this pandemic, where this GFI switch has been hit, man, he capitalized on the word. The word is the menu book, man, the road map. Oh, man, you got to have it. The recipe book. Oh, man, you can't go wrong without it. It's the power. Oh, man, the strength to give you, so you can make it through these times like this. Hey, folks, I ain't gonna hold you long. I'm finna put some on your mind here. I try to do this all the time, put some on your mind. When did you get out of the matrix? And who helped you to get out of the matrix? Hello? See, to get out of that matrix, man, every now and then you have to be an anomaly, or you have to be awakened by someone. Like in the movie Matrix, that Morpheus was right there with Neo. He gave him an option. But Neo had an itch in his mind. He wanted to know what was really going on out here. Some things just didn't seem real to him. So he had an opportunity. When he got with Morpheus, he said, you can take the blue pill or you can take the red pill, folks. And the good thing, Neo, he took the red pill, opened his eyes and saw what was going on. Saw how the machines were feeding on humans to survive, to extinguish. Oh yeah. Folks, I say this to say that in this time frame, in this movement of life, we should not be afraid of death. Death should not be a downfall. And death should not be a thing where, oh man, life is just a bum around here. No. It's a transitioning. It's a movement to something better. It should be now. It could be something worse, but it's your choice. The book says when the Messiah comes, we're not all going to be asleep. That word sleep there is dead. So if the word sleep means dead, then dead means sleep. So folks that are dead now, they what? They sleep. They're not ceased to exist. They're still existing, but they're asleep. So here's the key point. I want to tickle our mind for a minute. Even this pandemic, man, I see on timeline and I see in real life what's going. People just seem like they can't sit still. We're all in the Walmart places. I mean, I'm talking about around a bunch of people. Now, you can't sit still and you taking care of your heart, your mind, your stress level. You and your family together, we got some real distance going on. We masked up. Hello. We out in the open air, in the environment. But some of us, we're in these crowded places. These Walmarts, these hair salons, the barber shops, all these places that really don't mean us no good when it comes to this COVID-19. Hello. We all bunched up and crowded up in places. And death is somewhere right there. We're taking a chance. We have a gun to our head. When we one bullet in the chamber and we just snapping it. And some of us don't have our lives in order. That's the point I'm hitting on. The book said we're all going to be changed. And all of us are not going to be asleep in the return. This may be heavy to some folks. This is what the demon does. He wants you to be occupied with a lot of stuff, so he wants you to take notice of you inside of here. Your inside character, which is your soul. Whatever's on the inside of you comes out of you. And it's worn on the outside. Now sometimes we can fake it. We can put a front on, as they say. We can flodge a little bit. But on the deep inside, we're not ready for him, so we run, we retreat. Sounds familiar? Adam and Eve, when they found out, they took that fruit of knowledge, good and evil, they ran. They hid themselves. Why? That's the conscience of the mind. That's when the red pill opened up and they said, uh-oh, we done something wrong. First of all, we disobeyed the master. Hello. Again, on the return of him, of the Messiah, we're all not going to be dead. What are we going to be doing? We know right now death is out here. Can't see it. We don't have the vision to see it. But it's out here. But we take chances, though. We take chances having a good time and partying and clubbing. We taking chances being crowded around folk. What are we doing, folk? We taking chances in bad relationships. Let me throw this in here. I see a lot of this. I call it garbage because that's what it is. Folks, don't get compatible with people doing the same thing you doing when it comes to relationship. What you mean, Clay Brooks? Or they believe in this and they believe in it. Believe in him. If men are supposed to be leaders, kings, this is where this unequal yoke deal come in at. A lot of our black women are following this right here. These good looks. And sometimes the anatomy. And there may be a person, that's what the book said, there may be a person, a people that seem religious or spiritual, but where's the backing at? What they locked down in? What's the foundation? If the foundation ain't in him, and the foundation in the universe and some ancestors, you go, hello, he can't lead you to him. Come on, folks, quit playing with yourself. That's what I'm saying. This is why you need to have this book, because the book don't lie. The same book that we want to throw on the ground and burn up sometimes is going to be right there in the end when we got to stand there at the final judgment. This is the book we're going to have. The same book that we claim that the white man wrote. But the book says it is the pages of inspiration from him, from the Almighty. So if it's coming from him, I need to pick this book up and see what's going on. I say again, black women, who are leading you? Don't find yourself compatible with what you believe in or a movement, and it's not coinciding with him. Two wrongs don't make a right. You need to find you somebody that's going to be leading you to him, not a movement, not the universe, not the ancestors back there. It makes a difference. It seems good. There's a crowd, there's a way that seems good, but it's a way to the destruction, folks. That's in the book too. I thought I had to drop it in here. We must tie ourselves up with somebody looking for him. He's the common denominator. He's the simplifier. Nothing else. And it feels good to us when we find somebody that's doing the same thing we doing. Is it expedient to him? I had to throw that in there. This is where Sam Smith said, trust in God and check everything else. But we ain't checking that. We not checking and balancing nothing. We just going on with the flow. What feels good. I say again, I got to get out of here. We're all not going to be sleep, dead, on the return. What are we doing? What we going to be doing, folks? What is so important right now? We're not sitting still. We're not moving in a certain way. We just out here what are we doing? What are we chasing? Are we chasing a job? What are we going to be doing on the return of the Messiah? That doesn't bother me. That doesn't scare me. Some folks get fearful of that. Why are we afraid? Reason why we're afraid, because we've been playing with the demon so long, and we're in the matrix still. We haven't woke up. That's what I said in the beginning. If you have been woken up, who woke you up? Who's the Morpheus in your life? When? I was woke up back in 1982, folks. Realizing what's real ain't real, that you think is real. And that's where he fools us. He wants you to think what's permanent is temporary, and what's temporary is permanent. Now what's permanent is, yeah, after you die, that's permanent. What we're doing right through here is temporary. That's why these songs and these song books, these spiritual songs, we're just pilgrims, we're just passing through. We're not setting up shop here. We're trying to build up empires. We're trying to build up. There's nothing wrong having your own business and stuff. I'm not knocking it. I'm talking about, but we're missing the real goal out here. We're not leaving a legacy behind with him. That's a command. Tell your children's children. It's a generational thing about me. And we're not doing that. As black people, we have forgot about him. And I ask again, what we going to be doing on his return? We're all not going to be asleep, dead. We're going to be walking around, and we're going to see some things. And we ain't seen nothing yet, folks. That's when completely time come to an end. What are we going to be doing? Are we enhancing somebody? Are we freeing some people out of the matrix, get them off this blue pill? Are we helping them to stay inside the matrix? Because the demon wants you to stay inside the matrix. He don't want you to take that red pill. Because when you take the red pill, you're going to find him. Hello, folks, this is serious. A lot of folks don't want to deal with their inner self, their inner character, their soul, their spirituality. Everybody's running, I'm not ready for that for you. Folks, that's what the demon tell you. Don't be ready. You got plenty of time. Don't worry about it. Hey, man, everybody's talking that thing. Man, you got time to change. There's a movie out there, folks. I've been hitting this for a minute. Pull it up. It's called The Cabin in the Sky. All black cast. Musical a little bit. But it's never been a movie out here like this in this time frame. And it shows you the real life, 3-dimension of a person, and it shows you the backdrop of spirituality, of the heavenly host and the demonic world. Every black person need to look at this. Because when you start doing things, you don't understand why you're doing them. Folks, this is why the book says you're dealing with some principalities in high places. And you can't, this carnal, fleshly mind can't understand it off the hand. So we go along with the program. We just go for what we do. See, this human body has a brain. It only can think so far. But without him, you're limited. With him, you're limitless. There's no limit. Your mind is always open. That means you done tapped into the red pill. Now you realizing, man, it's sad. It takes you get halfway 100 to find out what's really going on in life. And that comes in not having parents down here teaching. And when you off the block mark of him, it makes your walk, your life, your living a whole lot harder. And there's a balancing act. There's a balancing, I won't say an act. I said there's a balance in life. You have to keep balance. With this right here, going to school, getting an education, finding the right person to combine with, who has some teacher, have some knowledge, been trained for your spiritual life. So you won't get caught up in this universe stuff and these Egyptian ancestors and all that stuff. Folk, it's a book here. That book is going to be prevalent for us. It's going to stand. It said it would stand the test of time. And then in the end, it's going to be there. And see how many marks against us this book is going to have. So don't doubt that book. Don't let nobody tell me my white man wrote that. It is the pages of inspiration through him that I am. I ask again, I got to get out here. The return of the Messiah. When an angel steps on to this planet, one foot on dry ground, the other foot on the sea. What manner will we be? We're going to be changed. What we're going to be doing? What we're going to be focusing on? Are we focusing on this what we going to just raising our children? Get them for a life that's done come to an end? Folks, whatever we're doing now, it's an end game to this thing. And we don't have to cry in sadness. You can cry in joy. Because joy comes in the morning. That happiness come in the morning. When you don't have no blemish. See, that's why James said, look in the mirror and see what you're looking like. If something don't look right, you need to fix it. Oh man, that ain't right there. Let me fix that. So now when you go out, you don't have a blemish on you. We'll go all the way back to the Old Testament, folks. You couldn't give a sacrifice, an animal that was broken leg and cuts and scar. It had to have no blemish on it. So what does it mean when James said, look in the mirror? See, when you check it with him, you want to make sure everything is intact here. Make sure everything is done right. That means you ain't got no crookedness in your life, no malice, no hate, no prejudging of somebody. Because somebody's in the office or somewhere, they done slept with 4 or 5 people, but we don't know that. And let me tell you something, I got to drop this out here. Folks, we judging people. The book is going to judge us. Where's this hate coming from, folks? The demon. Where's this malice coming from? The demon. Where's this fear coming from? The demon. Where we can't proclaim him, the demon. When we don't know him, we got to go back to who we know and who we've been playing with, who we've been sucking on. Yeah. I got to drop this and I got to get out of here. I say this again. What are we going to be doing in his return? Are we going to be out of the matrix then, that blue pill? Or are we going to be in the red pill, standing and waiting? It's like in the military, when it's time to get picked up, you pop the smoke. The LZ might be calmed down, it might be hot, but you waiting. You're waiting for the ride. You're waiting for your ride to get out of this country, out of this location. You're waiting. You ain't scared, you waiting. You defending the LZ. That's your life. You defending it. landing zone for some folks. You defending it, whether it's in the water or whatnot. We treading this water, waiting to get picked up. We waiting. Not a surprise. We know it's coming. Oh man, we on communication. It's coming. We're not running and scared, hiding ourselves, because got to get picked up. You can't leave come on folks, you can't leave the pickup area, the landing zone, running scared. We got to stand there and wait. That's when you're on that red pill, when you can stand there and wait. That's an honorable death. Honorable life. You're not in fear. That's when you're on that red pill. Let me hit you this, folks. I know in this political realm, we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. And some of our black folk down here, like I said in this other video, are talking about this woman. Yeah, they're talking about it. But you know what? This book got something for you for that. He always going to have something for you. Remember those men grabbed this woman and brought her to the Messiah and said, look here, we caught her in the very act of fornication. She was having sex out there. Whether they had on her knees or on her back. I'm painting a nasty picture. Because the sin itself is nasty. But just come on now. Because now she got caught with eyes on what was going on. Oh, they caught her. Yeah. Whether she was out there prostituting or whatnot. Hello? Taking some money, whatever the deal is. They caught her. So these men, they're going to run to the Messiah. Look here. And the custom was to stone these people. A person that got caught. Oh, what did the master teacher say? He got in the ground, he started writing around, and these folk had big old stones in hand. They panting. They done caught it. The adrenaline was pumping. They finna stone this woman to death because they caught her in the act of some sexual immorality act. Oh, they caught her red-handed. They told her, man, look here, she was over here at this location, man. And man, we saw everything. Hey, we're gonna stone her to death. That's the law. But what did the Messiah say? I got to get out of here. He said, you, without none, beyond your comprehension, 3-letter word, sin, you cast, you follow, you throw that stone. You do it. Now it's working on your conscience. Now you got the red pill on your mind. Now, some of them men might have laid down with that woman 2-3 weeks ago. Hello. Some of them was doing something. They didn't get caught, though, but she got caught. Hello. See, some of us down here talking so much with Kamala Harris. Calling her, she done slept with some folks. The political realms. She's not black. Her family not this and not that. I'm talking about us black folk out here. We around here running our mouths. Like those men. We caught her. But the master teacher said, you without, don't have any doubt at all with your conscious mind, no sin at all. You go ahead and follow. You cast that stone, bust upside her head, beat her down, let her bleed to death. You do that. But what happened? All the conviction come in. They had some sand on them somewhere. They had some dirt on them. So what they had to do? Oh, they had to give up the rock. They had to drop the stone and walk with their heads down because they were just as guilty as she was, but they didn't get caught. But who knew? He did. He did. He knew. And they ain't washed themselves up yet. But they're going to come out there and trying to get somebody because they caught somebody. Folks, how many times we done been caught red-handed by him, but now we coming down on somebody else because they're in public figure. But we got to get ourselves together, folks. This is what happens when you don't love nobody. There's no compassion. He told that woman, get away from over here. Get moving. You're forgiven. Folks, we got to realize we can't keep doing this to our folks. We got enough dirt on us. We got, like they said, we got some, some skeletons hanging in the closet. No. Ain't no skeletons in there. There's dead bodies in there. Still hanging with the meat on them, blood dripping. Because the stuff we still doing, we ain't got straight with him. Yeah. See, our mind can sin without this body. But we're going out here talking. We're telling this young man, hey man, get that beam out of you, get that little thing out of your eye, that little mote out of your eye, man. But you got a whole beam out there that everybody can see. But you can't see it. That's in the book too, that we're saying that the white man wrote. Folks, these are pages of inspiration. Let's take this serious out here, folks. Start loving one another. Call a spade a spade. Like Dr. Hall said today, the book is not for me to tell nobody what they're wrong. It's to keep me straight. It's the bullwhip. I call it the bullwhip of the gospel. Because this is the very thing that we're going to have to stand and give an account to. That same book. I'd rather get my whipping now and get it later. Hey, folks, stay up. Hope I can inspire somebody. Think about this, folks. Where we're going to be when his return. What are we going to be doing? Are we still going to be in the matrix with the blue pill? Or we done took this red pill waiting? Can't wait to go. Can't wait to meet him in the air. That's on the real, folks. Till next time.